Hi guys, it's Miss Danielle. We'll be starting in just a few minutes. I just want to give people time to log on. So totally up to you guys. If you want to be seen by myself and others in the class, you can go to that little video camera icon and click start video. And that just means that myself and the others in the class will be able to see you, but you won't be recorded. And I need to figure out how to make my screen the biggest screen. So bear with me for a second here. Okay, so you guys are all on mute, so I can't hear you. So you can, if you have a message for me, you can go to chat and kind of type it in, and periodically I will check your notes. There, yay, now I'm the biggest screen. All right, 2 more minutes and we will get started with our yoga class. I'm just gonna make sure my camera is at the right angle. See everything. I might need to raise my camera higher. Yeah, I think I'll raise it a little bit. Let me see how this looks. Okay, so can you guys see me okay? Just like nod heads if you can see me. Thumbs up if you can see me. Good. And you can hear my voice okay, guys? Yes? Good. I'm not going to be using music on my end, but certainly on your end, feel free to use your favorite yoga music. What I usually use in my classes is the Pandora yoga channel, which is wonderful. If you have any streaming music service like Apple Music or Spotify, they probably all have a yoga channel. So just type in yoga and it'll create kind of a nice ambiance for you if you want to add music to your practice today. And same thing with the rest of your environment. If you want to dim the lights, want to create a nice, warm, welcoming environment for yourself for your yoga practice today. All right, let's see. I just want to see how many people we've got here. Oh, good. We have a nice little crowd this morning. I love it. I see some friends and family. Awesome. All right, time to get started. So I'm guessing that I probably have a variety of experience today for participants, from people maybe taking yoga for the very first time to others who have been practicing yoga for years, which is great because this class is for all levels. I'm Danielle Stewart. I am a fitness instructor and personal trainer with the wonderful Parker Rec Center. I've been with them for over 15 years now. And the staff at the Rec Center, we are just thrilled that we can bring classes to you during this time in the comfort of your own homes. So today, I want to start off by just kind of pushing aside all thoughts of kind of the outside world. I want you guys to really take this next hour to focus inwardly, right? Take the next hour to focus on doing something wonderful for yourself. So just kind of start breathing and just sort of, as a visualization, just kind of pushing away thoughts of the outside world, just kind of pushing away. Any negativity, any fear, any anxieties, just push them to the side. And let's start to focus inwardly. So let's start in mountain pose. So go ahead and lift the toes and then kind of gently place them on each one on the floor. Lift the knees so your quads are engaged. You want to squeeze the glutes. Lower abdomen held in nice and tight. Chest is relaxed, shoulders relaxed, arms just hanging gently by your sides. And you want to stand nice and tall, lengthening through the neck and spine. So you're a tall, strong mountain. Beautiful. And while you're standing in mountain, just start focusing on your breath, in and out through the nose. If you've never taken my yoga class before, I do vinyasa style yoga, so very flowy from one pose to the next. You will get a good workout. We'll do lots of planks and warrior poses today, so you'll get those muscles nice and warm and heated up. We'll do a little bit of balance work, and then we'll finish on the floor. We'll do some deep stretching, and of course, we will end with Shavasana, our relaxation. So the last few minutes we will spend just kind of getting into a state of deep relaxation. So that's our plan for today. So now that we've kind of pushed away the outside world, I want you to place one hand on your chest and the other on your belly. Go ahead and close your eyes and just start focusing on your breath. Breathing in and out through the nose, the mouth remains closed. And I just want you to observe the chest and abdomen expanding on your inhale and contracting on your exhale. Feeling that cool air coming in and breathing warm air out. And not forcing anything, just observing your body's natural breathing rhythm. And then I want you to gradually slow and lengthen your breath. We're going to practice the Ujjayi breath or the yoga breath. And the reason I introduced this breath at the very beginning of class is because this is a tool that you're going to want to go back to throughout our practice today. So when we're doing planks or we're doing warriors and our muscles start to shake, or you're in a half moon and you're trying to find your balance, or maybe trying to go deeper into a stretch today, typically during those moments, we have a tendency to clench our teeth and put a lot of pressure and tension in the jaw, in the cheeks, that resonates into the neck and shoulders. And that is totally opposite of what we're trying to accomplish during the course of a yoga practice. So this slow, deep Ujjayi breath, I want you to use this in place of placing all that tension in your body. So observe how this breath feels and sounds differently than your normal breathing rhythm. Imagine there's like a piece of glass in front of you. You want to try to fog up the glass. It's that same concept, but the mouth remains closed, which means you're going to hear some noise. You're going to hear like a hissing noise in your head. That means you're doing this breath correctly. So that's the Ujjayi breath or the yoga breath. And I'll cue you to remind you to use this breath throughout your class today. So give me one more nice, slow, deep Ujjayi breath. And then allow your breath to return back to that natural breathing rhythm that you initially observed. In and out through the nose. Beautiful. We're going to start to add some arm movements to our breath. So another big part of yoga is trying to coordinate movement with the breath. So we're going to inhale as we lift the arms and exhale to center all the way down. And your eyes just kind of follow the hands up and exhale down. Good. And I want you to notice at the very end of your inhale, there's a pause before you begin that exhale. At the very end of the exhale, there's a brief pause before you begin that next breath cycle. So I want you to just kind of honor the pause, the beginning and the end of each breath. Let's switch direction of the arms. We're going to press together, inhaling up. And exhale down. Good. Eyes up. And exhale down. Good, let's go one more time. Inhaling up and exhaling to mountain. Beautiful. Let's take the feet a few inches apart. We're just gonna do a few roll downs and roll ups with the breath. So, and I'm turning sideways just so you can see from different angles. Inhaling up. Exhale, arms to the side. You're gonna start to bring the chin to the chest, round the shoulders, round the back. Knees are soft, reaching for the floor. And inhale, slowly rolling up one vertebrae at a time. Shoulders roll back, head comes up. Deep breath in. And exhale to mountain. Good, let's roll down. And up. Good, deep breath in. And exhale down. Good, slowly rolling down. Just gonna change the angle slightly of my camera. Rolling down and up, adding that breath. Good, let's return to mountain. Beautiful. So I want to heat up the legs quickly before we get into any significant stretching. So in mountain pose, let's place hands together. We're just going to do some step back lunges. So right and then left. We're going to come back, inhale, exhale as you come back up, alternating sides, down and up. Inhale, and exhale. Nice and slow and controlled. Good. Of course, anytime you're in a lunge position, you want to make sure this front knee is in line with the heel and not way out here over the toes. So be mindful of that. Inhale down and exhale up. Good, let's go one more on each side. Beautiful. Next, we're going to do some twisted chair, continuing to heat the legs. We're going to inhale, arms up. Exhale, you're going to lower the hips and twist the spine. And you're going to look back behind you. And then inhale, lift center. I'm going to turn so you can see the other side. And exhale down. Inhaling up. And exhale. Twisted chair. And when you're in that deep squat, you should be able to lift your toes off the floor. The weight is more on the back of the foot. Let's go one more on each side. Good to center. And then exhaling to mountain. Very nice. Let's take the feet wide. We're going to turn the toes out slightly. We're just going to start to sway side to side. Kind of lean with the rib cage, shoulder, just kind of loosening everything up side to side. Good, placing the hands on the thighs. We're going to start to lower the torso. This is usually where I get some popping in my hips, which actually feels really good. Good, pushing side to side. Got a flat back here. Let's hold to the right. Good, so gentle inner thigh stretch here. And let's sway side to side. Ah, there goes the popping. And let's hold here. Good, we're gonna go to center. So both knees are bent, back is flat. We're gonna inhale, contract the spine. As you exhale, press one shoulder in and look over the opposite side. Inhale, contracting center. Exhale, twisting to one side. Inhale, and exhale, twist. Good, let's go one more each side. Good, contract center, and then press to flat back in the center. So from here, we're gonna round the spine in the center, inhale, exhale, flat back. Inhale, round, exhale, flat back. Let's go one more time. To flat back, good. From here, you're gonna place your palms on the floor. I'm gonna turn sideways, palms to the floor. You wanna straighten the legs as much as you can, but keep that natural bend in your knees. And you're looking through the legs, like back behind you. Think top of the head being pulled by gravity towards the floor. Go ahead and grab your elbows with your hands and just hang. Letting gravity pull on the head, lengthening the neck and spine, starting to lengthen those hamstrings. Then we're gonna add a little side-to-side sway. Imagine a gentle breeze just picked up and it's blowing your body side to side. And then that breeze turns into a little wind. So the movement gets bigger. You can add knee bends, pushing your body from side to side, swinging side to side. Wind starts to die down, back to the gentle breeze. So the movement becomes smaller gradually until you're back to that hanging position in the center. We're going to place both palms on the floor. We're going to place all the weight in your left palm and reach that right arm up towards the sky and turn to look at your palm. Good, hand comes down and let's switch. Switching the weight. Left arm reaches. And hand comes down. Let's start to walk the hands towards your right foot. Placing the weight again in the left palm, reaching that right arm up towards the sky. It's a little bit of a deeper stretch here. Hand comes down. Let's walk both hands over to the other foot. Weight in the right palm, lift and look. Little bit of a deeper hamstring stretch. Bring that arm down. Walking both hands center. Turn the toes out. We're going to go into plie. It's a deep squat or plie. I'll turn this way. Down and up, nice and slow. And up. Good. This time we're going to hold this plie. Bring the hands to prayer. Torso lifts and hold. So really bringing heat to the legs. Glutes are tucked under. Ujjayi breath here. Those muscles start to tremble. Slow, deep breath in and out through the nose. Hands to the floor, turn the toes forward. Straighten the legs, just hang. With soft knees, you're gonna roll up slowly, one vertebrae at a time. Head comes up last, let's roll the shoulders back. Beautiful, let's make this a little bigger, pulling the elbows back. Got some big circles here. So as we come forward, we're gonna round the spine, inhale, exhale, little arch to open up. Inhale, round, exhale, open. And again. Let's reverse this. So we're gonna inhale with the arch, and then contract down, exhale. And one more time. Exhale here, good. So we're gonna start to heat up the core a little bit. We're gonna inhale, take that, well, let's go the other way. Right arm up, windowing you. We're gonna inhale, reach, exhale, add a tilt, and then turn to look at your palm. So nice and tight here, starting to heat these muscles. And this is an active stretch. So you're shooting energy through those fingertips, right? You're not just hanging the arm there, right? It's active. Inhale, exhale, down. Same thing left. Inhaling up, reach and a tilt, looking at the palm, shooting energy through the fingertips. Inhale and exhale down. Good. We're going to turn this into a flow from side to side at your own pace. And each time, I want you to try to go a little deeper into that side tilt on each side. So I'll start you off following your breath. So you don't have to stay exactly with me. I want you to really focus on your breath and your own timing here. So inhaling up, exhale, reach a little deeper into that side tilt, shooting energy all the way over to the other side. And let's go one more on each side. And exhale, center. Good. Let's bring those feet together, mountain pose. So a few more lateral stretches and warming up the core. Let's inhale both arms up, clasping the fingers together, reaching for the sky, standing nice and tall. And here comes that gentle breeze, guys. So you're gonna start to flow from side to side. And every time you cross the midpoint, try to make yourself a little bit taller. And that breeze turns into a wind, so the movement gradually gets bigger. Try a breath here. And then the movement starts to get a little smaller as that wind dies down. And then we'll return to center, reaching nice and tall, hands together, and exhale to mountain. Beautiful. Kind of shake it out, grab a sip of water. We're going to start some sun salutations, so things are going to get really, really heated up here. Just want to check in with you guys. A lot of people have cameras off, which is totally fine. Go back where I can see some folks. All right, so hopefully we're doing so far so good, yeah? Okay, so this series of sun salutations, we're actually doing 8 sun salutations, 4 right, 4 left, alternating. And each one, it's a progression, so each one will get a little bit more challenging. So if at any time the intensity is a little bit more than you were hoping for today, you know, feel free to sit in child's pose for a couple of seconds, kind of recover, and then come back in and rejoin and do what you can. All right, so starting in a nice strong mountain pose. Glutes under, abs tight, shoulders relaxed. We're gonna take a nice deep breath in, and we're gonna do a swan dive. But if you have any low back issues, feel free to down like in our warm up. So we're gonna swan dive to forward fold or forward bend. And here you should be looking, think nose to knees, looking so that the top of your head is getting pulled towards the floor. We're gonna breathe to flat back here. So we're gonna inhale and exhale, lifting the torso so that your neck and spine are in a nice straight line. You can place your hands on your shins. You can reach for the floor, but just keep pressure off your knees, guys. Flat back, and we're gonna round down to forward fold. Hoping you can see me. Bend the knees, place the hands on the floor. We're gonna step back right and left into plank. So you're in a high plank, hands right underneath the shoulders. Using that Ujjayi breath, if and when you need it. We're gonna start with a modified chaturanga. So we're gonna bring the knees to the floor, flatten the feet, start to bend the elbows, lowering the torso to the floor. Your hands are right underneath your shoulders. First thing I want you to do is just lift the head, stretching the front of the neck. From here, going to forearms, and this is Sphinx. And then if you want, the next level would be cobra. So pressing into the palms, lifting shoulders high. And in cobra, you want to make sure you keep those shoulders back and down, right? So rounding the shoulders back and down. Let's lower the torso, hands underneath those shoulders, curl the toes under. We're going to press up to downward dog, hips up towards the sky, downward facing dog. It's a lot going on here. You're pressing your hands into the floor, hips up towards the sky, and heels down into the floor. Energy going in 3 different directions. Your head should be with your hands. Think about kind of pushing your chest back towards your thighs. And your heels may not be touching the floor yet. That's okay. We're going to warm up those ankles and calves. So let's start to kind of tread the feet, bending one knee and then the other. Stretching the toes, stretching the calves. Good. Pressing both heels towards the floor, downward dog. And with the right foot, we're going to start to walk towards the hands, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan or roll up. That's up to you guys. And exhale to mountain. Beautiful. Looks great. Inhaling up. And swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, exhale, flat back. Rounding down, forward fold. Palms to the floor. This time step back left and then right. High plank. How about now? I don't know what happened there. I don't know how I got put on mute. All right. She is back. Sorry, guys. All right. So we're here in this deep hip opener. Let's come back up to palms, placing one on either side of the foot. Curl your toes under and lift. We're going to place all the weight in the right palm and then extend that arm up and look at your palm. Good. Keep the cheeks and jaw relaxed. Use that Ujjayi breath. So return that hand to the floor. Distributing the weight evenly between both legs. Inhale. Exhale, lifting to crescent. Back heel is lifted. Good. Shooting energy through those fingertips, keeping those shoulders down. Good. Hands come down. Let's slide that leg back into plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Nice deep breath here. And then we're going to walk the feet to the hands. Lowering the hips, lifting the arms to chair. Good. Nice job, you guys. Diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan. Little back bend if you want to, that's optional. And exhale to mountain. Good. Halfway there. We've got 4 more sun salutations to go. Each one getting a little bit more challenging. Inhaling up. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, exhale, flat back. Rounding down, forward fold. Palms to the floor, step back right and left, high plank. From here, we're going chaturanga to cobra, or if you're more advanced, up dog or upward facing dog, which is just the feet and the palms on the floor. So the thighs and the hips are lifted off the floor. That's a little too much on my low back, so I'm gonna stick with cobra. So you guys choose what you're most comfortable with. We're gonna curl the toes under. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Lifting that right leg back. Let's sweep the foot in between the hands. And then we're gonna turn the back foot so it's flat on the floor. Distribute your weight evenly. Take a nice deep breath in, and then lift to warrior one. Beautiful. So in warrior one, hips and shoulders face forward. Good, pushing down into your feet. Ujjayi breath when the muscles start to shake. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Exhale, we're gonna open the chest and shoulders, lowering to warrior two. Good. Watch this front knee when you come down into warrior two, guys. It should not go in. Keep it out. In warrior two, your gaze should be just beyond your fingertips. Shooting energy in both directions through the fingertips. Now really push down into both feet. Feel your inner thighs engage. Good, inhale, straighten. And exhale, returning to warrior two, squaring off the hips. Warrior one, sorry. Hands come down, lift that back heel, slide to plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. With the right foot, walking the feet to the hands. And we're gonna scoop and lower to chair. Weight is more in the heels. You should be able to lift your toes, arms right up by your ears, shooting energy through those fingertips. Diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan. Optional back bend. Exhale, mountain. Good, breath or two here in mountain. Moving on. Good, you guys feel free to grab a little sip of water or coffee when you need to. Deep breath in. Diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, flat back. Rounding down, forward fold. Palms to the floor, step back left and right, high plank. Chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Very nice. Curling the toes under, inhale, exhale, downward dog. This time lifting that left leg up and then sweeping the foot between the hands. Turn your back foot so it's flat. Distribute your weight evenly. Inhale, exhale, lifting to warrior one. Beautiful. Good, I put it on gallery view so I can see you guys. You look great. I'm gonna switch my angle. You stay right where you are. So we're here in warrior one. Inhale, straighten that front leg. Let's open the hips and shoulders. Exhale, lowering warrior two. Looking just past the fingertips, shooting energy in both directions, pressing down into your feet. Jaya breath. Inhale, straighten that front knee. Exhale, squaring up the hips, returning to warrior one. Hands come down, lift the back foot, sliding to plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Good, maybe those heels are getting closer to the floor, maybe they're touching. They should be feeling a lot warmer and a lot looser. Start to walk the hands toward the feet towards the hands, scooping to chair. See everybody's chair pose, yes. And diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan dive. Optional back bend. Exhale, mountain. Good, one more on each side. This is gonna be the most challenging. And then the intensity will kind of start to decrease from there. Here we go, guys, let's do this. Inhale up. Swan dive to forward fold. Inhale, exhale, flat back. Rounding down, forward fold, palms to the floor, step back right and left, high plank. We're going chaturanga to cobra or up dog. Curling toes under, inhale, exhale, downward dog. Lifting that right leg back. Go ahead and sweep the foot in between the hands. Flatten the back foot on the floor before lifting to warrior one. From here, opening right up into warrior two, hips and shoulders open. Beautiful. Good, make sure your arms are parallel, just coming right out from the shoulders. Inhale, straighten that front leg. We're gonna exhale to warrior two and then to reverse warrior, wrapping one arm behind your back, the front arm reaches to the back of the room, and look at your palm. Ujjayi breath. Relax the cheeks and jaw. Inhale, exhale, warrior two to side angle, resting your forearm on your thigh, top arm reaches above you. Option B here is a deeper side angle, placing the hand on the floor. Totally up to you. Good, I'm coming a little higher. Inhale, we're gonna exhale and unwind warrior two, pushing those feet down into the floor. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior one. Beautiful. Hands come down, lift that back heel, slide the leg back to plank. We're gonna go into a side plank. So you have the choice of being up in high plank on the palm, or if you're more comfortable coming to forearm, low plank. Here's another option. You can modify keeping your bottom knee on the floor in side plank. So totally up to you. And keep your neck and a nice alignment with the spine. Jaya breath. Turning to that center plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. With the right foot, walking feet to hands, forward fold. Scooping to chair. Diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan dive. Give me a little back bend. It's optional. Exhale, mountain. Beautiful. Last one. Here we go. Inhaling up. Diving down to forward fold. Inhale, exhale, flat back. Rounding down, forward fold. Palms to the floor. Step back left and right, high plank. Chaturanga to cobra or upward facing dog. Curling the toes under. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. This time that left leg lifts. And then sweep that foot in between the hands. Turn the back foot so it's flat. Distribute your weight evenly. Inhale, exhale, lifting. Nice strong warrior one. Hips and shoulders square. Opening right up into warrior two. Pressing down into the feet. Shooting energy in both directions. Inhale, straighten. Exhale, warrior two to reverse warrior. Wrapping one arm, lifting the front arm, reaching to the back of the room. Good, unwinding through warrior two to side angle, and you can take this high or low. Shooting energy through the fingers, it's active. Nice deep breath in. Exhale, unwind, straighten. Inhale, exhale, warrior one. Hands come down, lift the back heel, slide the leg back to plank. Few breaths in plank, it's our last plank, except for the side plank coming up. Placing the weight, this time in the left hand or forearm, turning to side plank. You can modify with that bottom knee on the floor. Good, neck in alignment with the spine. So make sure you're not holding your head in a funky position. Back to that high plank. Inhale, exhale, downward dog. Good, so this is our last downward dog, guys. So pushing into your hands, head right in between the arms. Pressing your chest back towards your thighs. Hips up towards the sky. And heels down into the floor. Good. So using a visual, I want you to take a few deep breaths past the chest into the belly. And then walk left, right towards the hands. We're gonna scoop to chair. And then diving down, forward fold. Inhale, exhale, reverse swan dive. Little back bend. Exhale to mountain. Whew. Just standing for a few breaths in that nice strong mountain pose. Just reflecting on everything that you just accomplished. I want you to kind of take note of how your body is feeling right now compared to when we first started our yoga practice. So you should have gotten, a slightly elevated heart rate. All your major muscle groups should be feeling super warm. So you're ready to do some deeper stretching. Good, a few nice slow deep breaths here in mountain. Guys are looking awesome. I see my auntie who dialed in all the way from Florida. Yes. Okay. So let's do a few balance poses, standing balance poses, then we'll take it to the floor. We're gonna do triangle, pyramid, reverse triangle. We'll do all of those on the right side. I guess this is your right. Okay, I'll do them this way. And then we'll do them all on the left. So what I suggest, so pretend I have a mat, it would be this way, horizontal. So I start with my heel right at the arch of my left foot. Draw an imaginary straight line across your mat and then take a giant step. From here, you're going to inhale, bring the arms parallel to the floor. As you exhale, you're going to start to lower one arm as you lift the other. Now, hand placement here should be thigh or shin or floor or yoga block. Keep this hand off the knee, no pressure on the knee. Extending that top arm towards the sky and then turning to look at your palm into triangle. Good, let's circle that right arm back. We're gonna start to bring the chest out over that front leg, the right leg. And think about reaching your chin past your toes so you keep your spine nice and long. People have a tendency here to round the spine and bring their nose towards their knee, and that takes away from the stretch. So really reaching out, you should feel a beautiful stretch in the hamstrings, those long, lean muscles in the back of the leg connecting the knee and the hip. Try holding as you inhale and going just a little deeper as you exhale. So this is pyramid. We're preparing for reverse triangle, which is next. Reverse triangle is pretty advanced, so if you prefer not to, you're going to stay right here in pyramid, continuing to stretch the hamstrings. If you want to try reverse triangle, you're going to place all your weight in your left palm. Extend that right arm up towards the sky, and then you're going to turn behind you and look at your palm. That's reverse triangle. Good, circle that right arm back, bring the chest out over that front leg pyramid. Let's bend the front knee, inhale, and exhale, pushing up to a standing position. Go ahead and shake it out. Nice. All right, so we'll do all three of those on the left. Again, starting, bring your heel, your left heel to the arch of your right foot. Kind of draw that imaginary straight line. From there, taking that giant step forward. Inhale, arms parallel to the floor. As you exhale, you're lifting and lowering, placing your hand anywhere but the knee, and turning to look at your palm. Good, you should feel a nice stretch here in the low back. Keeping those cheeks and jaw relaxed. Circle the arm back, starting to bring the chest out over that left leg, reaching the chin out towards the toes. Try relaxing those hamstring muscles. So if you're squeezing them and putting tension in those muscles, you can't stretch them. So you're gonna have to send those signals to the hamstring muscles to relax. Try visualizing those muscle fibers loosening and lengthening as you exhale deeper into the pose. Good, let's place all the weight in the right palm. Left arm reaches, we're going into reverse triangle. And let's circle that arm back, bending that front knee, inhale, and exhale, pushing yourself up to a standing position. Go ahead and shake it out. Good. Grab a quick sip of water, and then we're gonna take it to the floor. I'm gonna lower my computer. Hi, guys. let's go into child's pose just for a few seconds. So in child's pose, I put toes together, knees wide. I like to form like a little triangle with my hands and just rest my head in there. Just a few breaths, kind of reflecting on everything that you've already accomplished in your practice today. Kind of re-energizing. Let's start to push down into the hands, bringing yourself to table. Hands right underneath the shoulders, knees under the hips. We're gonna do a cat-cow flow. So we're gonna inhale and contract the spine. Exhale just past neutral, so small arch, maintaining that arch for as long as you can, pressing back to child's pose. Exhale. Right from here, starting to round the spine, bringing yourself up to cat. Exhale, cow. Inhale, pressing back to child's pose. And exhale. Again, inhaling cat. Exhale, cow. Inhaling back to child's pose. And exhale. Good. So let's go back to table. And then we're gonna do, I'm gonna change direction here. We're gonna do a C-spine. So we're gonna bring your right hip and shoulder towards each other, looking back behind you. Inhale, exhaling in the other direction. Just a few times, back and forth at your own pace. And then back to table or neutral spine. Let's go ahead and curl the toes under. You're gonna lift your knees off the floor and slide your right knee forward. We're going into high pigeon. So this is what it looks like. Back leg is straight, trying to square up the hips. Go ahead and move around a little bit here in pigeon and notice how that stretch shifts into your different glute muscles, into the top of the hamstrings. Good, then we can lower and rest in low pigeon. Really try relaxing those glute muscles. Again, if you're squeezing, if you're putting tension in those muscles, you can't stretch them. So send the signals from your brain to the muscle group. Relax, right? Visualizing muscle fibers loosening and lengthening as you exhale. Good, let's lift the torso, high pigeon. We're gonna reach back, grab the foot, starting to add that deep quad stretch as you pull your heel towards your glute. So here you want to tell these quadriceps to relax. So if you're squeezing here, you can't stretch them. Holding on your inhale, as you exhale, pulling that heel just a little closer to the glute. Good, go ahead and release. Curl the toes under and let's switch sides. So I'll angle myself here and move around in that high pigeon, feeling that stretch kind of shift around through the glutes and the hamstrings. Oh yeah. And then we can lower, resting in low pigeon. Pressing down into the palms, lifting your torso slowly. And we're gonna reach back, grab the foot, and add that quad stretch. Looks great, you guys. Good, go ahead and release, and we're gonna swing that foot forward or that leg forward into a butterfly, heels and toes together, knees wide. Little bounce, little pulses. Press those knees into the floor, sitting up nice and tall, starting to reach out with the chin and chest, and kind of push your elbows into your knees to get those knees closer to the floor. Good, and let's lift to a nice tall seated position, extending both legs out in front. Deep breath in. We're gonna exhale and reach out over both straight legs. If you have a yoga strap here or a towel, that might be a great tool to use here. But we're gonna keep that spine nice and long. So still thinking about reaching your chin out past your toes versus bringing your nose down to your knees, right? So you wanna keep that contraction out of the spine. Keep the spine long. Holding on your inhale. Try going a little bit deeper with each exhale. Good, breathing a little bit deeper. And then let's walk the hands up the legs, coming back to a seated position. Beautiful. All right, so we're gonna slowly go into Shavasana. We have about 4 minutes left or so. So from here, I want you to slowly roll until you're laying flat on your back. Head will be the last thing to come to the floor. Palms up, facing, front of your palms facing the ceiling, resting right by your hips. Just let your legs roll out. Go ahead and close your eyes. You could place like a towel over your eyes if you want to. But I want you to just start focusing on your breath exactly the same way we did at the very beginning of class today. So eyes are closed and you're just focusing on the breath. Observing the chest and abdomen expand on your inhale and contract on your exhale. Breathing cool air in and warm air out. Beautiful. Just relax your scalp and forehead. Let your eyes get heavy as they fall deep into the sockets. Relax your cheeks and jaw. Good, just let go of any tension in the neck and shoulders. Feel your arms getting heavy, like they're sinking into the floor. Relax your chest and abdomen. Just let go of any tension in the back and the hips. Feel the legs getting heavy, sinking into the floor. Just feel your whole body getting heavy as you sink deeper and deeper into relaxation. I just want you to think of these next few minutes as a little gift that you can give yourself by doing something healthy and beneficial for your body, your mind, and your spirit. Let's very slowly start to move fingers and toes as you gradually allow yourself to rise back up to the surface. We're gonna roll to one side, bring the knees in. And then you can open your eyes and slowly bring yourself to a seated position, legs crossed in front. Beautiful. A few cleansing breaths, inhaling up and exhale center. And again up. Good. One more time. Nice deep cleansing breath. Big exhale here, letting it all out. Very nice. Namaste, everybody. Thank you so much for joining me today. As soon as I know when my next yoga class will be, I will put that all over social media so you guys know. But there are many, many classes being offered throughout the week. Just go to the Parker Rec Center's website and you can see the list of all the classes. I am going to take a second just to read the chats in case there were any specific questions, and then we will log off for the day. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Thank you. All right, let's see. Okay, I guess at some point you lost me, but I came back. Huh. Hi, Auntie. Okay, good. I figured that out. I don't know how that happened. Okay. Thanks so much. Thank you, Danielle. Yay. You're welcome, Michelle. Audrey, awesome. Sheila, yay. And Adam, yay. Awesome. Bye, you guys. Have a great day.